rock. Seniors rock. Hi. Go Seniors.
Put the P in pants.
Represent.
Go Seniors.
I wanted to be a starship captain.
A pilot.
A mom.
A meteorologist.
I wanted to be a veterinarian.
I always wanted to be a clown.
A teacher.
An actress.
An instructional assistant. Biologist.
Teacher.
A lawyer.
A male woman.
An author. A cop.
Dancer.
A veterinarian.
I like the mailman.
I'm not anything yet.
A frog.
Guppy fish.
A bear.
A falcon.
A whale.
A tiger.
A mountain gorilla. Silverback.
A cat.
A bunny.
A cheetah.
A dolphin.
A lemur.
A fly so I could go around to the girls' locker room.
And just like, and they eat the bamboo and just.
Swimming like a whale.
No.
Don't know how to use a camera? Want to learn how? Okay, make sure you have a battery attached to the back of the camera. Be sure to bring an extra battery just in case the original one dies. Make sure the posts are lined up on the battery and the back of the camera. Then locate the power switch on the bottom side of the camera and give it a little flick. Once you have power, press the eject button, which is located on the top of the camera. Then place the tape inside the camera and close the tape door. Once the tape is inserted, hook up and turn on the light. To do this, place the light on the top of the camera. Plug the light cord into the outlet, which is in the front of the battery, on the back lower end of the camera. The next step is white bouncing the camera. Zoom in on something white. Use the button on the handle to zoom. When white bouncing, the object you are using does not have to be entirely white. Just make sure there is some white on it. Once zoomed in on something white, focus. To focus, use the knob closest to the lens. The switch for white bouncing is on the front of the camera, near the bottom. The settings should read around 3200 inside and 5600 outside. When you are outside, you may need to turn the ND filter on. To turn on the ND filter, use the switch which is above the power button. If you do not follow these steps in white bouncing, the result of your footage will be blue. Now that your visuals are set, move on to audio. Hook up the mic cable to the mic and the mic to the camera. Make sure you use channel 1. To make sure your audio is working, look into the camera and see if bars are coming across the screen. Channel 2 should always be set on front. Every time you shoot, you should use a tripod. Place the base of the camera into the shoe of the tripod. Listen for the click sound to make sure the camera is secure. Unlatch the leg locks and adjust the legs to your preferred height. To tell if your camera is level, look at the clear green piece underneath the base of the tripod. If the bubble is not in the black circle, then it needs to be leveled. To level the camera, loosen the gyroscopic lock and move the base to the level position. Once the bubble is in the black circle, tighten the lock. To take the camera off the tripod, push in the red button and pull out the black lever at the same time. Once you have the camera and tripod completely set up, you are ready to tape. To record, push the red button on the handle. It is labeled VTR. Remember to do all these steps and you'll have a successful shoot using a 215 camera.
Welcome to Hanes Sunoco, where we pump the gas for you. Yes, just like in the old days, we pump the gas for you. Customer service is our guarantee. Located on South Lewis Road, right next to McDonald's, Hanes Sunoco is at a premier location.
No director could be complete without the help of the technical director. The definition of a technical director, or TD, is one who controls the switcher. Here at Springford, we use the Prodigy switcher. Each button on the key bus is clearly labeled. There are individual buttons for black, cameras 1 through 3, the VHS deck, decks A and B, Trinity, Cassie, and a colored background. Pushing any one of these buttons will bring its corresponding function onto the preview monitor. For example, the TD will push the camera 3 button, and the shot will instantaneously appear on the preview monitor above. The transition buttons transfer the image that appears on the preview monitor to the program monitor. These are the transition buttons, which are in the center of the switcher. To create a single cut or fade, push the mix button, which will light up. For a straight cut between the preview and program monitors, press the cut button. For a fade between the preview and program monitors, press the auto trans button. To control the speed of the fade, use the fader bar located next to the transition buttons. To display a more visual creative fade between the two images that appear on the preview and program monitors, you must first push the white button. Next, choose which effect you would like to create between your two shots by looking at the white patterns in the upper right-hand corner of the switcher. Now press the green wipe insert button and enter the number of the wipe effect desired using the black number keypad. Then push the enter next button located in the lower right-hand corner of the switcher. The number of the wipe will appear in the little green screen. Finally, to apply the white fade between the two shots on your preview and program monitors, press the auto trans buttons. You may also add even more creativity to your transitions by utilizing the pattern position, aspect, and border buttons on the upper left-hand corner of the switcher. The pattern position button allows you to position the effect anywhere on the monitor with the joystick. The aspect button can stretch the pattern longer or wider using the joystick. The border button controls the thickness of the border of the pattern using the joystick. Now you have learned how to use the Springford's very own Prodigy switcher. Now get on out there and help your director.
These are the tape decks. They are a main component of a tape operator's job. There are 4 separate decks: Deck A, Deck B, Deck C, which is an SVH deck, and the record deck. The record deck, Deck A, and Deck B are digital decks. Each deck has its own corresponding monitor. The basic decks, such as Decks A and B, include the general features of a standard VCR. In order for each button to work, the decks must be on local. To find the local remote switch, press the push open panel. The switch is in the lower right-hand corner. The record deck is more complicated. It has the same features as a normal deck, but it is used to record footage from the other decks. To prepare the record deck for use, first you must set it by pressing TC preset, reset, and then set. If you ever forget the order to press, look to the left of the deck. There you will find a cheat sheet. Before recording, put the deck on local. This way you can press the record button directly on the deck. When recording, press play and record simultaneously in order to record what you like. This is the edit controller. The left-hand side of the edit controller controls decks A, B, and C. In order to control the decks, they must first be switched to remote. When on this function, the edit controller is able to operate decks A, B, and C. On the left side of the controller, there are the VCR options and the shuttle jogger. The jogger allows you to control the speed of the tape. The right side of the edit controller is completely identical to the left side, with the exception of the record button. This side only controls the record deck. In the middle of the edit controller, there are buttons that say P1, P2, and P3. P1 is for engaging deck A, as P2 is for engaging deck B, and P3 is for engaging the VHS deck. Now that you have experienced the tape decks step by step, you will now have a more educated mindset when you learn about them hands-on.
Are you tired of memorizing your lines while you are on camera? Too much pressure? Well, having a teleprompter could ease all of your troubles. The teleprompter is specifically designed to help you read your lines with confidence and with less memorization. To use the teleprompter, you first have to get into the program. First, you click Start. Second, go to Programs. Third, go to ADS. And last, but certainly not least, click onto Easy Prompt. To upload your text onto the teleprompter, you can use a disk, or copy and paste from online or Microsoft Word. Next, you will have to change the mood. To do this, highlight the entire text, and change the font to Arial 16. Once you change your text, it is time to operate the teleprompter. So now it's time to get the show on the road and the script in motion. The words from the teleprompter appear in whichever camera you will be looking at. To make the words go forward, left click. To reverse the text, you right click and hold onto the mouse. While you are in left click mode, moving the mouse forward makes the text scroll faster. Moving the mouse back makes the text scroll slower. By hitting the end button, it takes you to the end of the script. Hitting the home button takes you to the top of the script. Now that you know how to properly use the teleprompter, your troubles of memorizing are in the past.